I'd just like to take a couple of moments of your time to discuss two important issues. The first one is the swine flu epidemic, which we know is becoming more and more rampant. So three things I ask you to be very aware of. We won't stop the cup yet, but if you have a cold, a sniffle, any kind of illness at all, please don't receive the cup. Secondly, the kiss of peace would probably be better if we didn't shake hands, because that's the way that the germs are spread most easily. And then thirdly, I'm really asking if you would receive in your hand, because receiving in the mouth, so often the Eucharistic minister or the priest does unfortunately touch your tongue, and that can be easily spread germs. So let us please try to be aware of that. Even at the end, when we love to shake your hands, probably it's good that we just kind of wish each one of a good evening or a good week. Secondly, every year we like to be very transparent with you about our financial situation and to thank you all for your wonderful support during these difficult economic times. And so I'm going to ask my business manager, Paul Drotar, to come forward and just share with you very briefly where we are financially in order to thank you for all of your help and your support. Paul?
Thank you, Father Neal and Father Mariusz and Deacon Fred. I'm pleased to be back again to report to you on our financial position for the year ended June of 2009. Church is people, and this is your church and your donations at work. We are only here to administer those donations and serve our community in a fashion consistent with the Gospels. Each week we hear Old Testament readings and New Testament Gospels proclaiming a message of love for God and love for neighbor. And it's from these messages that our diocesan and our parish mission statements are constructed, with words like welcoming and supporting, prayer, sacramental celebrations, service and education, food for the hungry, comfort to the sick. This is what we are all about. This year we spent over $1 million, and I want to look at that in context of our mission. First, prayer and sacramental celebrations. We honor God's message of love as we prepare and provide beautiful liturgical celebrations here. They occur weekly and on many special occasions like holidays, weddings, and funerals. Prayer and liturgy are central to our cathedral community, and these liturgies can bring joy and happiness to many wedding couples, while also offering the quiet, reverent beauty of prayer and remembrance for our loved relatives and friends who may have departed this world. If we look at all of the costs associated with this alone, namely clergy salary benefits, music, and supplies for the church services, we expended over $260,000 for that. We also expended another $290,000 for the operation, maintenance, and security of our beautiful but very old buildings. These costs include very high utility costs, many repairs, maintenance supplies, as well as the personnel necessary to maintain and keep them secure. Now we talk of service and education. We are strong with our religious education programs and our service to the poor, where we expended over $260,000. Our ministry of service to the underserved is certainly a very high priority here at the Cathedral, and our actions do speak very loudly, as do our costs. Over $230,000 was spent in direct costs for the support of our Cathedral Emergency Service Center, our Emmaus Health Center, and other human development projects like weekly breakfast program where we serve 50 to 100 homeless every week, bi-monthly Samaritan dinners where over a couple hundred dinners are prepared, a Christmas giving program, and friendship club activities. In addition to this, $260,000, we are assessed another $90,000 for diocesan Catholic education, an amount that continues to grow as we struggle with payment of our diocesan debt. That leaves another $180,000 of indirect administrative costs that support the above services. Now, how do we pay for all of this? You, the parishioners, during the year, have given to us $544,000 in collections and envelopes and mail-ins. We received $100,000 from the Diocesan Hope Appeal Office, restricted contributions for our social programs, including the Cathedral Emergency Services and Emmaus Health Services, were $155,000. And then we had another 65 of miscellaneous from weddings, funerals, candles, gift shops, receipts. And this year we did receive a couple of bequests, and they totaled over $400,000. So the year resulted in a surplus of cash. We draw on this excess revenue in the positive years. We need to use that in our future years where we are negative. And this year you can see the project undertaken to replace nearly a 100-year-old roof on the rectory building. This project was suggested by diocesan personnel, and since a portion of the building houses the bishop, the diocese agreed to match our cost dollar for dollar. We could not pass up this opportunity to replace the roof, repair deteriorated masonry, and put in all new gutters and drains. We will use up over $300,000 of our money, but it will be a project worth $600,000. Our debt levels to the diocese have increased, and we continue to dialogue with them about that. We've continued to look at our vacant buildings with a vision to generating revenue in support of our very rich programs of service. A strong team is working with diocesan personnel to evaluate the various options being presented to us, and we will keep you informed on the progress. I can't thank the Corps of Volunteers enough. They have given so much time and effort to all of our ministries. It's their contribution that provides the stimulus to keep our community strong. I want to say our books and records are open to viewing by anyone interested. We invite anyone to give us a call. I can be available to answer any questions, review any more detail, and I'd be more than happy to meet with you. I have put a few reports with highlights at the doors for anyone interested in them. I thank you for your patience, and I'll hope to be back again next year. Thank you.